today's recipe is gonna make you say, shank you very much. Hey guys, I'm Junie the Orange Huntress, and welcome back to my channel where we bring the hunt home and the wild inside. Today, I'm gonna share with you an amazing recipe called Osso Bucco. If you've never heard of Osso Bucco before, that's okay, because I really hadn't, and I thought it was something completely different. It's a recipe made with shanks, in this case, venison or deer, veggies, and wine. Yes, I said wine. It is packed with flavor, super tender. When I was making it, I wanted to eat it before it was even done. And if you're pretty pumped about seeing this venison recipe today, why don't you click that like button and subscribe so you can see more content like this. Question of the day, guys. What are you shankful for? Today I'm going to be using deer shanks from when we went hunting this last fall. And if you want to see how we organized our meals for the year and prepped our freezer for holding all of our beautiful deer, then check out this video up above, or the link will be down in the description below. Venison shanks, like the one I'm going to be working with today, are covered in silver skin and have lots of sinew on them. So when you're working with venison, it can be really tough and chewy, but cooking them nice and slow in your oven or nice and quick in your Instant Pot helps to break down those fibers and make a really great dish. If you want to go through all the trouble of removing the silver skin and the sinew, you can turn shank meat into grind meat, but if you really just want a great meal, then try out Osso Bucco. We ended up using 3 white-tailed deer shanks for this recipe. We cut them about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. You want to try and keep them about the same size so they cook more evenly. I definitely recommend cutting through the meat with a knife first and then using a hacksaw or a reciprocating saw to get through the bone, because that is honestly a lot of work. Just be sure that you use a new blade and that it's sanitized before you start cutting into your meat. Once all your pieces are cut up, you can use some butcher's twine or kitchen twine, but don't use hemp. That's what we had to use, and it was a little bit furry, so don't do that. A good way to secure your meat to the bone is to do an over-under wrap of that twine twice. I ended up doing it 3 times around the meat, and it stayed really secure and in place the whole time. Generously add salt and pepper to your pieces on all sides. Add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your Instant Pot. Press the saute button, and that will give you 10 minutes of saute time. Make sure when you're searing your venison that you don't crowd them. Do a couple batches if you need to. Once you remove your venison from the pan, you're gonna add another tablespoon of olive oil, and then you're gonna add 1 cup of diced onions and 3/4 cup of diced celery, 1 cup of chopped carrots. Mix that all together. You can add some salt and pepper too if you want at this point. Cook it until your onions are translucent. It could take about 5 minutes or so. Once your veggies are done, you can add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, a teaspoon of dried rosemary, and a teaspoon of dried thyme, and 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. Mix that all around, and once that's been in there for about a minute or so, then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix that all in. I added 1 cup of dry white wine and began to deglaze the pan. Once the pan was deglazed, I added 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 398 milliliter can of diced tomatoes. Once everything was stirred up, I added those shanks back into my Instant Pot and made sure that they had liquid all over them, and then shut it up and set the timer. If you still have your saute feature on, cancel that off, and then press your pressure cook button. Make sure that your keep warm button is off, and then you're gonna set your timer for 45 minutes, making sure that it is on high pressure, and there you go. That's how you do it. Once your Instant Pot is done its natural release, then you're gonna open your vent. Do not put your hand over top of where the hot steam is going to come out. You could burn yourself. May have almost done that. If you want a bit of a thicker sauce, then you're gonna take 3 tablespoons of water and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, mix that together, and then turn your saute feature on, your Instant Pot, and begin to slowly stir that into your liquid. Once your sauce is the consistency that you're looking for, just stop adding cornstarch. Once everything's ready, add your shanks back in. We're also gonna make a gremolata for this recipe. So a gremolata is like a dressing or a garnish for meat or fish. I mixed together half a cup of chopped parsley, the zest of 1 lemon, and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. It honestly adds so much extra flavor. I love it. It actually reminds me of our venison stroganoff that we make. If you want to check that recipe out, you can click on the link above, or there will be a link in the description down below. For the side of this osso bucco, we chose to make polenta. What you're gonna need is water, corn flour, salt, butter, and some Parmigiano Reggiano. You're gonna bring your water and salt up to a boil, then you're gonna whisk in your corn flour until it's all incorporated. Turn your heat down to low, let that simmer for about 5 minutes. Then you're gonna add your cheese and simmer that for 30 minutes, probably stirring every 5 to 6 minutes. Then once that's done, it's to the thickness that you want, add your butter, stir that in, and let it sit for about another 5 minutes. Oh guys, I'm so pumped for you to try this recipe. It is amazing. When you think, what the heck am I supposed to do with these deer legs? Now you have something that is full of flavor, super tender, and saves you from doing all that work of trying to remove the silver skin and the sinew. And don't forget the question of the day, what are you shankful for? If you enjoyed today's recipe, give me a big thumbs up. That's super helpful to the channel. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. Catch you next Wednesday.